I never thought she'd see you two together.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss...
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring?
Well, yes.
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is...
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said...
Yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about! But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans, after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly. Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon.
Toys? They're not exactly...
You see, Miss Kuching? That does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, but to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this light piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found." In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyll. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way...
What about something more fun?
More fun? Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. My grandfather told me that, back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elder. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper. Paste it. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from... If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite. The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
Oh, Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then! Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there? Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? Great, so it wasn't just Paimon. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
Welcome. Please take a seat.
Oh.
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlighten. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were...
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Moon Carver. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far...
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Huh. Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a Death Guy.
preposterous. Utterly preposterous!
Right! Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And...
You may recall that in order to preserve the tranquility of one's mountain, one planted karst crawlers around Mount Hulao. In fact, the seeds are one of Streetward Rambler's cultivars. Among all the Adepti, the plant neither wilts nor withers, and its practical use is undeniable. Thus, one had no choice but to foray into town to inquire from...
On your way, you were accosted by a group of youths, and without revealing your true form...
How did you come into possession of such knowledge?
The young lass, Yao Yao, keeps no secrets from Cloud Retainer.
Alas, one can only let bygones be bygones.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the... But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of...
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts.
So, you're...
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain...
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her...
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her...
Sure! Leave it to us! Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along! Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The big...
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite?
Ooh! A scissor can't swallow! And a bunch...
This Jade Chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The Jade Chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite...
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes.
Wonderful! I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during the...
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver the...
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Yes! The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
Oh, wonderful! Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
So lively!
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you, Scout. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect, Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some...
Oh, that must have been Longjo. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't...
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. And you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too... So, you here for Lantern, right?
Yep. It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Yilong Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect! We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange store... Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the price...
Order anything? Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends too. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run in... Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there. Wait! Get behind me. I'll handle this.
I got carried.
Take flight!
Wind Strider!
Bombs away!
You're open!
Congratulations!
Clouds high. The birds come!
Up to it, Mazai!
With sword comes shadow. Kamisato art. Sumetsu! Go!
Alley-oop!
Picked the wrong path.
Mighty mythical beast!
Should. Replace my
Sorry, pal.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing? Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good but I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity. I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor are...
Huh? You have 2 jobs?
It's
Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
not really. Just yesterday I stayed...
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
Finally, we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were traveling.
Liyue is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon out?
Aw, would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like...
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend.
that hit the spot. Paimon...
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating wintermelon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cake. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be-
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon could be in a good mood anytime.
Need some fresh bamboo for this.
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care of yourself. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure... Hey! Slow down. I'm begging ya.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this...
Oh, well... how should I put it?
Come on, spit it in.
Do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
Wow. You sure have a big fan.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
They're your family, not your arch enemy.
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family. It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to...
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
She's gone. Let's go.
Turn left. Run! to the right, and... Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake.
You really liked it, huh?
As long as you don't mind.
Hey, Uncle Drugway. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take these over.
Yes. Thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know that... Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Drugway. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go? I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon...
How long have you two known Gaming?
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to... He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really no. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. I mean, there is his dad, but...
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you...
It feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be... I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Ring. Oh, by the way, here.
All right, then.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat.
Whoa, that's way...
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help.
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
All right, then I'm off. See...
Is he underestimating Paimon? Ha! She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent...
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common. Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades."
Well, I can certainly arrange that.
Wait, seriously? Paimon would...
Seems like... Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
No, thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't...
All right, then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea.
Is this an answer from this world?
What are you doing here?
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence. Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to...
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian... Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment?
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper... Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They... Tianyin?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. A great thought has illuminated. Perhaps you two could wait here while...
Huh? Wait, here? You're really just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff? Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants. Hey, not you too, traveler! Just come back soon.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the
Now, that sounds promising. 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special lantern right
20% off 4 boxes. Then 4 shall...
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these. Look at the magnificent design. And the red ribbon gives
10 boxes. Seems rather excessive.
10. A nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a...
That is agreeable. One will,
Of course. Right away.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then.
Well, that is...
There is no need.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go. The instruction manual is...
I can do without. Many watchful eyes surround this place. There is no harm in bringing it back to study.
Shinyan, did you...
Naturally, one may not delight in social interaction. And you too?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise. And indeed, there was little one could do. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests. And thus, one will be
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own...
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lip. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and... Never mind. It is...
It sure seems like you want to talk...
So, will you...
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to...
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any... Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guide to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest.
It can float? What kind of invention is this?
One calls it the floating toting
Huh. She seems pretty proud of that. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident. But anyway, that box of hers seems to be not that Paimon was baking or anything. She just... and wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. All Paimon say is that shit... What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Totally. We should, after all, that it...